excuse our tardiness. I kept seeing people walking over, so I was like, oh, let's stall a few more minutes. I didn't want anyone to miss their young musicians playing. So, so welcome to our 13th annual summer camp. 13th annual summer camp. I think this is year number 13. Last year we did it virtually, which was very bizarre, so it's really great to be back in person and making music together, which is fantastic. And you know, with the way the restrictions were, we were able to actually really play together and rehearse together and outside be safe, so it's really been a great week. And besides yesterday, the weather has really cooperated all week, so we can't complain. We had a fantastic week, and we had some great connections being made from our high school students all the way down to our middle school students, and it's just been a great week. So they put a lot of work in, and as I think you're about to hear right now, you'll be shocked at how much can get done in 5 days of preparation. Because all these pieces that you're going to hear today, you know, we just started on Monday, so and they're ready to perform for you today. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the Canton Summer Orchestra under the direction of Miss Betsy Pabone.
Good afternoon, my name is Betsy Pabone, and it was my great privilege to work with these students. We have prepared 4 selections for you. Our first is our classical selection. Mozart wrote 5 violin concertos, and this is a theme from one of them. So K216. So our next selection is one of our 2 challenge selections for a string player to play with a beautiful, slow, sustained sound. It's one of the wonderful things about being a string player, but it's also a difficult skill to start learning. And this group is young, and this is a very beautiful folk song, an English folk song called Scarborough Fair. In the song, one lover sets for another lover impossible tasks, right? To say that, okay, we'll be able to get back together when you've been able to complete this impossible task, right? But they really enjoy this song. They really showed a lot of maturity in preparing this song because it requires sensitivity and listening and feeling. So I hope you enjoy Scarborough Fair. Our next selection was our super challenge, but it actually ended up being fairly easy for our orchestra. You're going to hear some soloists. So Baile de Lila is a song that's composed in honor of the mariachi and crossover artist Lila Downs. And in this song, you're going to hear all of those elements. It features the guitars, it features mariachi kind of violin solos, and then a lot of color from the orchestra. So I hope you enjoy Baile de Lila. Thanks so much, Brian Thomas, for all his hard work. Catherine Eckersley, our performing arts coordinator, here in the back, and all of our mentors. So mentors, that's on featured the mentors. If you could all please stand up so we can acknowledge you. So these amazing high school students really help your young people learn their music, learn to play their instrument better, right? Learn to become better musicians, and also how to have fun in a group again, right? So one of the things that's been so great about this has been we've been so separate. There's been so many students. I haven't seen them for 2 years, you know? And you just think about that. And just getting together and playing kickball and playing board games and just talking and goofing off has been just amazing, right? We do have a guest in our orchestra for our final number. You'll recognize it very clearly, but I do want to acknowledge Connor Thomas on the drums. And our last selection needs no introduction. You'll recognize it right away. Any one of the kids want to sing along with us? You totally can. Okay.
Are you ready, kids? I can't hear you.
Off with a couple tunes that you might know from the classic. I guess now it's classic. It's old enough now. It's classic now. The classic Disney movie Moana. One, two, one, two. was the classic You're Welcome by Maui, which who knew The Rock could sing? I don't even know that was even a thing. And then We Know the Way. All right, so now we're gonna keep it moving. One of the things we did this week was we talked about composing music, and we talked about kind of the 4 chords that you need to be a pop music writer. And that's the 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, and minor 6 chord. Now, if you know what that means, great. If you don't know what that means, that's okay too. But they know what it means now, which is cool. So what we did is we gradually each day kind of put a little bit more together where we arranged the song, and we learned the chords, and we arranged which order the chords were going to go in. Then we composed the melody, then we kind of thought about the groove and everything else and gradually put it together. Then once we did that, we decided, well, we need to have some improvised solos too. So we talked about improvisation and how to take a solo and how to make something and can kind of compose right on the spot to take a solo. So in this tune, you're going to hear solos from Joey. You're going to hear solos from Layla. You're going to hear a solo from Cam and Justin. And then another duo of Emma and Mate. And then Olivia and Anthony and Tyler are going to have a trumpet battle. And then we're going to have a bass battle with Liam and Eric. And then we're going to close it off with a special surprise from Eli. I won't give it away yet. A special surprise from Eli. And maybe a drum solo at the end too. So this, I hope I get this right. This one, and this is based on our week, okay? So we just decided this morning. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the name of this song is Ants in a Tree Playing Kickball in the Street, Kicking the Kickball into the Jeep. Yeah, so, I don't know if I should say this so I get in trouble, but, so we were playing some kickball, and it's actually my son who kicked the ball, and it kicked it, and as it was going into the street, somebody that was driving by in a Jeep reached out of the sunroof and tried to hit it back to us. And if he didn't hit it, it would have gone right in the sunroof, and it would have ended up in down in Sharon in a few minutes. So luckily he hit it out. So I don't think I could say the name of the song again, but that's the name of the song. All right. Here we go. So that was a lot of fun, and I really strongly believe in teaching the youngest of the youngest to improvise and to compose and to make their own music. You don't always have to just be reading off a piece of paper. You have the music inside of you, and that's what I'm trying to draw it out of them. And so that was really the concept of that. All right, the next one we're going to do for you is more of a classic concert band piece, or more traditional concert band piece. And this is a piece by Michael Story called Astronomica, and the concept of it is based off the poetry written by many of the ancient Romans about astrology. So it's called Astronomica. We're gonna call up our dance team for this. All right, so we have one more for you, and we're gonna call the orchestra over to help dance. So, and if you're feeling the urge to get out of your comfy chairs, you can dance too. It is Friday after all, so feel free. Like I said, it's been a great week. To all the parents, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you sending your kids and trusting us to make sure they had a great week. We hope they had an awesome week, and we hope that this is just something that will fuel the fire and hopefully get them ready and excited about the school year to start and to get back to what will hopefully be a more traditional ensemble setting than we had last year, and really start feeling good about things. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and we're going to close off with a little Justin Timberlake for you. All right. Inside joke, Iron Man kind of became the theme song. In between that we were doing anything else, they were playing Iron Man. So, and they learned it by ear, and they just kind of had fun with it. So they're like, we gotta play it. So we played it. We played it for you. So thanks again. We appreciate everybody. This was great to have it outside like this and in a nice setting. I think it's the first concert we've ever had on this field. So this was pretty cool. You know, obviously we've all learned over the last 2 years. You learn to adjust and to figure out a way to make it happen. So that's what we did. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. One quick little shameless self-promotion for our performing arts department and the drama club. They have a car wash tomorrow in the bus circle from 9 to 2. So if your car's dirty, or even if it's not dirty, come and get it washed, and maybe give them even a little extra money because they're going to be working hard out there in the sun, and to support the drama club because we will be back up and running too. So that's happening tomorrow, 9 to 2.